The Honda Africa Twin is one of the most legendary names in adventure motorcycling, and for good reason. But does it still deserve a spot in your garage? Today, we're breaking it all down. 5 reasons to buy and 5 reasons to think twice. Let's get into it. If you haven't tried Honda's dual clutch transmission, you're missing out. The DCT eliminates the clutch lever and shifts for you. No stalling on climbs, no hand fatigue in traffic. You can still use the paddle shifters to change gears, but when you're tired, focused on the trail, or stuck in city traffic, the bike takes over. What's really impressive is how smart the system has gotten. On DCT models, the 6-axis IMU even tweaks shift timing based on lean angle. That's the kind of technology you'd expect on a sport bike, not an adventure tourer. And here's the proof that riders love it. Nearly half of all Africa Twin buyers chose the DCT in 2024. In a segment traditionally dominated by purists who swear by manual transmissions, that number is massive. The DCT makes a big, intimidating adventure bike feel approachable, whether you're a seasoned rider or someone moving up from a smaller machine. When it comes to suspension travel in the 1000cc adventure class, the Africa Twin sets the benchmark. The standard models come equipped with a fully adjustable 45mm Showa inverted fork, offering an impressive 9.1 inches of travel, the most in the 1000cc adventure class. That is not a small margin over the competition. That's a proper off-road machine wearing an adventure bike badge. For even more control, the optional electronic suspension version uses Showa's adaptive system, adjusting damping for conditions. You can tweak rear preload on the move, which is particularly handy when transitioning from solo rides to touring. The suspension performance stands out in this class. Honda has packed the Africa Twin with a level of tech that would have seemed outrageous just 5 years ago. A 6-axis IMU manages traction control, cornering ABS, wheelie control, and rear lift mitigation. That IMU is working behind the scenes constantly, making sure you stay rubber side down no matter what the road or the trail throws at you. On top of that, both models offer 6 selectable riding modes: Tour, Urban, Gravel, Off-Road, User 1, and User 2, all controlled via the 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen. Those last two can be fully customized to your own preferences. And then there's the connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across all models, allowing you to connect your mobile device for navigation, texts, and more. Wireless Bluetooth is also available for audio. This isn't just a motorcycle, it's a rolling command center.
At the heart of the Africa Twin is a 1084cc 4-stroke liquid-cooled parallel twin engine rated at 101 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 112 Newton-meters of torque at 5,500 RPM. Those numbers sound respectable, but what the spec sheet doesn't capture is how that power is delivered. The 270-degree phased crankshaft and uneven firing interval give the engine its unique pulse, enhancing rear-wheel traction on challenging surfaces. While most others use a 180-degree crank for smoother, flatter power, Honda's approach results in a distinctive feel. This engine is equally at home on highways and tough terrain. The Africa Twin doesn't just look like it can go off-road, it actually can. The standard models feature 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wire-spoked wheels designed for better off-road performance. Wire-spoked wheels are a big deal for serious off-roading because they're far more resilient to impacts than cast wheels. The lightweight semi-double cradle steel frame is inspired by Honda's HRC Rally Racer, known for Dakar wins. That competition heritage runs throughout the bike. To make it your own, Honda provides 33 accessories, including engine guards, luggage, foot pegs, and seat choices. It's versatile enough to suit varied demands. Let's talk money, because this is where a lot of riders hit a wall. The Africa Twin base model starts at $15,999, $1,800 more than the previous year. Climbing trim levels, the top Adventure Sports ES DCT reaches $18,599. Add destination, dealer fees, accessories, and gear, and the total can easily surpass $20,000. At this level, you're alongside serious European rivals, making value a tougher argument. This is not a lightweight dirt bike, and Honda doesn't pretend it is, but the weight is worth acknowledging. The standard Africa Twin's curb weight is 510 pounds with a full tank of fuel, while the Adventure Sports ES tips the scales at 535 pounds. Adding the DCT option tacks on another 24 to 25 pounds. That puts the DCT Adventure Sports ES at around 560 pounds fully fueled. On the road, you won't notice it much, but if you drop it on a steep, sandy trail or try to pick it up after a tip-over, you will absolutely feel every single one of those pounds. Riders with shorter insides or weaker upper bodies might find it genuinely challenging to manage. If you are hoping for major changes, disappointment awaits. The 2026 Africa Twins update is limited to fresh colors and graphics. The engine, chassis, suspension, and electronics remain the same as in 2025. The Adventure Sports model is mechanically unchanged. Upgrading from a 2024 or 2025 offers no mechanical benefit. For new buyers, it may not matter, but if you want a major update, you'll need to keep waiting. Adventure riding is all about going further, but the standard Africa Twins fuel capacity can be a limiting factor on longer trips. Both standard Africa Twin models run a 5-gallon fuel tank, while the Adventure Sports ES models increase that capacity to 6.6 gallons. On a bike with a thirsty 1084cc engine, a 5-gallon tank means you could be stopping for fuel more often than you'd like, especially in remote areas where gas stations are few and far between. You can solve this with aftermarket options, but that's an added cost and added weight on a bike that's already not light. The DCT is a pro, yes, but it's also a con depending on how you look at it. The automatic transmission option adds $800 to the price of any trim level, which is significant. Beyond the upfront cost, the DCT is a complex mechanical system with more components than a conventional gearbox. The DCT adds 24 to 25 pounds to the overall curb weight, which matters on technical off-road sections, where every pound counts. And while Honda's reliability record is excellent, a DCT system will always be more expensive and time-consuming to service than a standard clutch and gearbox, something to keep in mind for riders planning long international trips far from Honda dealerships.